A pioneer in terrace gardening, home composting, and biocleansers, we have amongst us a lady of substance who proves that you can never be too old to dream big and never be too diffident to achieve these dreams. If you have passion and determination, nothing can deter you to achieve what you want in life. Good noon, everybody here, and a warm welcome to Vani Murthy, popularly known as Wormrani. A member of Solid Waste Management Roundtable of Bengaluru, Vani believes that garbage is the green gold. Well, I really love this line from Mrs. Vani Murthy's pages where, she defines it as the green gold. So known as Wormrani, she has inspired many to take up home composting and terrace farming to grow healthy vegetables for their everyday needs. She is also helping people move closer to nature with her eco-friendly approach to adopting terrace farming and composting. Your simple desire to reduce your home waste encouraged you to take up composting and to make use of your terrace space for good. So, ma'am, I'm sure that you have come a long way, and we would love to hear from you on how you convert household waste to what you call as the green gold.
So it's actually the black gold which will convert into green gold, because when you grow your own food with the compost that you make, you are creating a healthy and a safe food which nourishes you. So that's the green gold. But the whole fact or the whole focus is on creating the black gold, which is the essence of building soil. For me, once I realized that trash is such a huge polluter. We as a team, more than now 12 years, we have looked at how each of us can transform and make sure that on our part we are doing our bit for this beautiful planet. So to make your compost, it is your kitchen waste. Basically, the kitchen waste is 60% of your garbage if you're throwing it out. But that 60% is so valuable. People don't really understand or get connected to it because they have a lot of issues around it. They think that it could be, they have all these blinders that they pull down because they think it's an effort. It is stinking stuff that stings a lot and all that. But once you give it a try with an understanding of why you're doing it, then I think it makes a huge difference, because first of all, you're saving that 60% from going out of your home, and at the smallest level, you are managing it. Because when you keep loading it on to the municipality, it happens that no municipality can manage the kind of waste that we generate. Like Bangalore generates around 5,000 to 6,000 tons per day.
Absolutely, ma'am. And while speaking to you, I was able to connect to what you were saying, and so much of passion that is, I can see it radiating from you. So, ma'am, I would just like to ask, it's a little personal question, but from where do you derive this inspiration? I mean, you look so energetic, you look so passionate about the subject that you are dealing with. So, was there any incident, or is there something that keeps you thrived on this particular subject, which you call as the black and the green gold?
It is purely connecting to nature. Nature is the biggest inspiration that you can draw from. I have created nature in and around my home. There are the earthworms, there are millions of microorganisms inside my worm bin, or inside my composting bin. So I don't look at it as something that, it's just a, go and put. I know there's life there and that needs to be fed, and I have to, manage it. So that keeps me so happy. There are monkeys that come, the birds, the butterflies. So you are
so lively.
actually opening up yourself to be up close to nature. You can create that beautiful nature within your homes, and that I think is the best thing for the mind. When you are connected deeply to nature, you don't have to go to any resort forest, go and stay there to be happy, and I want a break. I can have a break when I come to my terrace.
Very
so
true.
You're constantly in that kind of what do you call in that kind of environment.
An environment
that that you have yourself created. So it will be definitely an
I think
amazing
nothing can
experience.
be more satisfying than that. When we go for a resort or you go for a break, all that you need is nature, right? So you need
Yes,
a peaceful place, you need greenery around, you need
yes.
flowers around, you need
Or you want
birds
to go
around.
on a
So,
safari and see the animals in their in their natural surroundings.
true.
So I think we
Hmm.
seek all that. So create nature within your homes up close, so that
Exactly.
every day you draw that inspiration, and it keeps you.
And
I'm
to stay
60.
connected.
Yeah, I'm
Hmm.
60 now, and I don't think I've ever been this energetic, even in my
That
younger
is the
days. So
reason I asked this question. I mean, I could see it radiating out. So you look so energetic, and until and unless you would not have mentioned your age, I do not think we would have guessed it. So, so moving ahead, ma'am, you have been working towards helping people take more eco-friendly options in life. So, could you share a few tips for all of us here?
right. The whole point is, when you look at sustainability, eco-friendly, there are a lot of jargons that keep coming around. But basically, it is about, living mindfully. The kind of
Yes.
life we lead today is so
Hmm.
fast-paced. We hardly
Hmm.
understand the impact of the way we live. You know, that needs to be a little thought given there. And what is it that I am using, consuming, buying,
Hmm. Hmm.
discharging, what kind of impact it is. If I keep buying stuff, there is resource that is being used to make that stuff. So and
Yes.
then, yes, I might have money to buy, but then, what are we leaving behind for the future if we exhaust all the resources that makes stuff? And then, what kind of food are we eating? We need to really look at that. There's so much of pesticide residue. All kinds of chemicals are being sprayed on your food. Choices
Yes.
around food is so important. I realized only when I started growing my own food, making my own. I can't grow all my food, but at least in a
Yes.
week, once or twice or thrice, I could pick something from my kitchen, and I know the
Absolutely.
value of what you grow, and how important it is. And in today's life, the tips are, first of all, waste. When I around waste, if I talk itself, waste is one of the biggest problems all over the world. It is,
No doubt.
you find garbage in these oceans, which is killing the marine life. It is
Yes.
in the waters, in the lakes. It's clogging our drains everywhere. So on your part, each of you can take an action by reducing the amount of waste. How do you reduce waste?
Regenerate.
First of all,
Hmm.
saying no to anything that is single use. It could be even a
Okay.
paper cup which is biodegradable, but it's really not biodegradable. So just say no, refuse anything that's used once and thrown. It could be a straw, a plastic straw that you use to drink your coconut water. It could be a bottled water. It could be the plastic cover that the grocery guy gives you when he packs your
Gives us.
stuff. Carry your
Hmm.
own, so that you can refuse straight away that I don't want this bag, I don't want this straw, I don't want that paper cup, I'm not going to eat from that plastic plate.
Plastic cup.
So
Yeah.
you keep doing this, so that on your part you have reduced and felt bad that after you used, it has not gone and stayed on this planet for a very long time. There are beautiful
Absolutely.
generations that are ahead of us. We need to leave a
Yes.
healthy planet behind. And also, to keep the planet healthy, we need to make sure that our soil is safe, it's kept
Safe.
clean. So opt for food. The more you opt from a farmer that grows food the natural way, he believes in natural ways to grow. I think we have to opt that, so that more and more people are adding on to that brigade, which is actually feeding the soil with organic matter, and and keeping the soil intact, because millions and millions of microorganisms or organisms stay in the soil, and the soil is healthy
Absolutely.
only because of that. And today, it's so important for us to do that. The food comes from there. So do you really want to eat a food that is uh, full of pesticides, and you will end up in the
Of course
hospital,
not.
not have a good immunity? You have to ask yourself, how is it that
Yes.
we, in this pandemic, everybody is suffering? People are eating
Yes.
fast food, processed food, everything has chemicals. Eat natural food,
Yes.
fresh food, you know food grown in natural soil, I think these
Yes.
are the only tips that I can give. So once you become that kind of a person who absorbs everything that's good for your planet and starts practicing it one step at a time, I think then you start, you open out to other people in the same kind of, intensity, and you start becoming a movement. That's what SWMRT
Agreed.
did. Few people in 2009, we came together, we were all in silos, working in different
Mhm.
parts of Bangalore. But once we
Okay.
got together, we started motivating each other, learning from each other, and as practitioners, we talked, and that's the authentic way to make change happen. We don't read
Agreed.
anything from books, or we don't preach anything that is told because it is written and this is how it should be. It is about what you practice, and that's what is going to translate into action for many people.
Exactly.
So,
And I'm
that's
sure
where
you are one of the inspiration for people.
I feel so
around.
fortunate. I feel so fortunate because social media is so powerful, and
Yes.
you can use a tool as powerful as social media and spread the word. I mean, nothing can give me more energy than knowing the fact that it not only makes me very excited about sharing my practices, but at the same time I
Yes.
get feedback saying that it changed another person. They started composting, they enjoy growing their
Wow.
food, they've introduced their children to something. So just seeing that around you, you see lot of negativity. They say everything is so negative. It's all about your perception.
Yes,
Negativity is there, but
exactly.
the more positivity that you open out yourself to, you receive it. There is hardly any
Yes.
negativity. You dwell very little
Yes.
time in the negativity, but you absorb all the positivity.
Positivity.
So I think it's up to us to create the way we want to be, the powerful us. We can be as powerful as we want to be. Nothing should stop us. Believe in yourself.
Perfect.
Even if others say, what are you doing? Yeah, just because if I use a plastic bottle, I'm not going to be some kind of, so people will talk all things. So it's not
Yes.
about pointing your finger at others, but it's about your own practice. And that's what I want to emphasize on every person who takes on this path, and to stay on this path, build yourself on this path, and, make yourself worthy living on this beautiful planet. You have to walk lightly on this planet, not be a burden on the planet. So that's very important.
Exactly. Now that we've spoken about, the children, the schools and colleges and all that. So what is your view on, the corporate side, or, the people, as an employer, what can, people do, or as employees, when you work as a part of a corporate or you work as a part of some organization, how can you contribute towards the environment?
Well, I think nowadays you see a lot of companies and corporates having CSR, and they do a lot of activities, tree planting, and they take part in cleanups and plogging and clean up the area or a beach or something like that. So that's nice. Also, they are introduced to organic farming. They go and actually spend time and learn more about how farming is done. That I think there are more opportunities now to learn. And of course, it's compulsory for them to attend a lot of online classes on environment. So I think pretty much, especially in this pandemic, I have done innumerable, online classes or online sessions for corporates.
Okay.
Yeah, me and my teammates from SWMRT. But the only thing is, we don't have a feedback. Are they just listening, or are they taking an action? We don't know. So that's something that we are also come up with a program called LSEP, where we do training and we do it's not like one day. We do it over a period of time, so that the next class they tell us what happened, they take an action, and at the end of the sessions, that at least we know that these people are trained to train others in their company. Yeah.